our fourth award for her outstanding contribution towards ladies' public speaking.
My name is Zakira Shyrose Jaffer Dhalla, and I'm an Islamic lecturer. You know, I never went on this path with a plan. I started probably about 8 years ago, really finding that I had so much to share. Recently, we had the Ashura Assembly in Leicester last year, and I was the only female speaker at that assembly. And I found that I had inspired a man who was a non-Muslim. And what attracted him to our religion was that our women have a voice and that we encourage each other to speak out in public. One of the ways that I really reach out to people is through my Facebook. SubhanAllah, I'm able to do a lot of writing through Facebook and do a lot of preaching that way. As a reciter, I'll tell you, I'm the one who stands to be inspired the most by what I do. Because the best way you can learn something is to teach it. Some of the difficulties also is just being a mother and having children that need you. But I'm so lucky to have a supportive family that has taken care of the kids for me and just said, go forward and don't think about anything. We're managing things over here. My role model really has been my mother. For whatever I've learned about Islam now, I realize she's already taught it to me through her actions. And I fought with her about the things that she was doing, and she would say, no, this is the right thing to do. And now I realize truly it was the right thing to do, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has preached it. Brings us back to having female speakers, because when you have women in the community who are good role models, then it's our children who stand to benefit. This is the Insight magazine of the World Federation. We've got, this is me in Leicester, this is me in Karachi, and mashallah, the students of Al-Murtaza School, there were 1,700 students in the audience. One of the things that I've increasingly become known for is my puppet shows, and this was not something I planned. It's just that I found that there were a lot of little kids in the audience who needed also to get a message, and so I developed these puppet shows. I would say also that having a channel like Ahlulbayt TV channel has also done a lot for me, I must say, because when I was interviewed by Sister Zahra Al-Alawi about my experiences, a lot of people learned about me all over the world, and that's when I realized how far-reaching the influence of this channel is. Every corner of the world is having the Ahlulbayt alayhim salam in their household.
Shyrose Jaffer.
Eight years ago, something happened to me that made my mediocre, meaningless life just rock and shake from its very foundation. Some people may say that it's a dream that I had, but I know that it was as real and more real than I've experienced anything in my life. And I want to tell you this today because this is a very special day for me. And I haven't shared the story with too many people, but after today, I think the world will know that 8 years ago, I saw in the darkness of my room the shape and the silhouette, and it was a king. And I can tell you the gold edgings of his robe, the amama, everything, I can describe it to you, and the way he carried himself. I knew without a doubt that this was the 8th Imam, Imam Ali Rida alayhi salam. And he said to me, tell them about us in good times and in difficult times. And the road and the path he took me on has been beyond my wildest imagination, and it is no coincidence that it is on his birthday that the most precious thing in my life has come to me. This gift is not from a TV station, it's from Ahlulbayt. And this is what I have lived for and what I want to die for. I've talked about a great man who has led me on this path. I also want to mention 2 other great men in my life. One, my marhum father, who, as a father of 4 daughters, taught us to have courage and confidence. And the second is my husband, Dr. Mohsin Dhalla, table 15, where are you? Who has helped me live that courage. And, alhamdulillah, babysat the kids and cooked while I'm gone. Jazakallah to both of them, and thank you to all of you for this. There is no word to describe what this is to me. This is going to be the most precious thing. I treasure it, and I ask you to pray that I can be deserving of this for me. That's all you can do for me. Thank you so much.